So, welcome everybody. As you can tell, we're starting this thing off different. With this beginning of the review, we're going to be using the DJI Neo to help us with this review, because today is the DJI Neo versus DJI Mini 4K review drone battle. So, why don't you come along with me on the journey and grab some popcorn, and here we go. Okay, to get started, here's the DJI Neo box, and here's the DJI Mini 4K box. Now let's do a bird's sky view of reviewing it. Okay guys, so the bird's sky view is only going to be for just the top of the drone, and the bottom of the drone on the side, and the rest is just going to be in the middle, because I know you guys don't want to be looking and tilting your head on that angle. So let's get started with the DJI Neo. So we have the DJI Neo here. This is the top of it with his gimbal and quick shots and the DJI logo and startup. And we have this side of the propellers and guards, and this side of the propellers and guards. We also have here the USB-C internal storage port and charging if you don't have the 3-way charger. Under we have the battery plugged in with the sensors in the lower parts of the drone of the propellers and guards. And if I didn't mention, here's the gimbal and the DJI Neo symbol. Now, let's get into the actual bit of it. Okay, so we're moving the cover of the box that we are recording on, so we have the best possible angle. Like I said, DJI Mini, Neo, startup sides and everything. Like over 139 grams, so under the FFA station, so you don't have to register it. What came with it on what I got day one was just the charging port, the box that I'm using, one battery, and the actual drone. What we collected over time, the DJI RC N3, that instead of pulling back this button to up it, the record button, and the zoom in, the look up and look down button, the sticks were supposed to be, and the charging port to charge it. And then here is where you connect your phone. This is the DJI mic that we're using right now. Here's the port charger that we got. Well, we got the port on its own, and then we just bought the batteries individually. And this is what it looks like, sides and everything. And then here's my DIY case that I got from an old trashy FPV with the actual piece for them. Both of them, I believe. I don't even know at this point. Actually, here's the iOS, and here's the Android cord. And propellers, and all the extra goodies for it. Okay guys, to get started with the DJI Mini 4K, like we said, we have this box here. We don't need to go into thorough detail, only that it's ultralight 249 grams, and it's a Mini 4K, so it's different. Okay, now let's start. Here's the drone that we came with. Well, we're going into thorough detail because we have to unbox this thing when we get into the ground level, but I can show you the sides. Here's where it says DJI Mini 4K. The other stuff will show after I open it. The sensors for if it's night or dark, the power up, the LED light to if it's synced or not, the battery compartment, the SD card, and the charging port if you don't get the 3-pack. Okay, so now we have the DJI Mini 4K. Sorry if you guys can't see it about the glare. I think it's trying to fix it on the GoPro. But here is the, let's unfold it. So here's the Mini 4K symbol. And we pull up it like that. The other side right here. And like that. And now it's fully spread out. We will not be taking off the gimbal sensor because there is no need to, but I'll show you the many details. This is ultralight, 249 grams. already said Mini 4K, and basically the wings and propellers of the lower part of it, the top of it, the side, and the other side. Now let's actually, well, we're not done yet. Let's go into the details I got. So I got the Flymore combo. It also comes with the little bag that I like using a lot. I think I could fit the DJI Neo, just the battery and the quick shots with it. But sadly, these two controllers don't really match. This one only connects to this one, and this one only connects to the certain other drones like the DJI Neo. It cannot connect to this. But we got the DJI RC NTC, which I think is from the DJI Mini 2 Pro that I last remember. It starts like normal, the power charging. This one I actually have to screw them out, so here's the analog pieces, the FN, and switch from photo to video. That's also another drone just forgot to cover. I have the iOS one in, and the record that's red. These things are red instead of orange. I know you can't see it, and this time this thing is metalish silver for swiping up and down. The back, as usual, you guys will not be able to see the NTC. It's too darkened in unless I can try, but I'm not going to make you guys squint for that. So, that's also going back in the bag. And then the bag inside has the prop guards and the startup pieces that I just am not going to take out. One thing, this is the 3-way charging. One thing to note is that compared to these, even if there is 3 batteries in this thing is way more heavier than this. Probably because the drones is a lot bigger and needs a lot more energy. We have the hour pack, I believe, and each battery is 31 minutes. So you do the calculations on how that is. One battery looks like this. Pretty simple design. I know over the different drones you get, the design of how they're laid out are different. It has your 4 buttons to see if it's charging. It has a power button there. The input to plug it in, but I don't know what the output does. I think it's something with the power charging block thing. That big thing that they sell. But I'm not 100% sure. The back, sides, like I said, low. That's basically everything that we can cover that you will probably want to see inside the DJI Flymore combo. And then everything inside the box was Fergie that we didn't need. So now we're outside. We have the DJI Neo here with its controller and battery and the DJI Mini 4K with its controller, all charged, and battery. So we're going to start with the DJI Neo. First thing we're going to do is start going the up and down test, how far it can go. One thing to note, this is not with with a phone or mobile device, so you will not be able to see how far it actually goes without it. We're just doing the test without it for both, and that's basically how it's going to go down. And we're also going to be talking about noise cancellation. Then we're going to go to different places, and you know the drill. Okay, so we're going to start off with the DJI Neo's test. I don't really have to boot it up for you, but we're also going to have we're going to have the mic be on top of it. So okay, let's get started with the noise, how it sounds. And let's get started now, and then we'll start the actual flight and be good. Okay, noise cancellation starting. Well, what the noise sounds like in 3, 2, 1. And you can tell basically how it sounds. Actual flight, engage now. Well, you might be wondering why there's different shirt. Well, because this video was recorded twice because of reformatting on this thing. Lost all the old footage, so we had to re-scrap. So some footage look new and some look old. You're just gonna have to get with the program. Let's get back to the video though. And hopefully you guys are liking the channel. I'm gonna try to get back to some Roblox. I know I haven't been posting. I've only been posting actual flight. Engage now.
Okay, let's now basically start with it. Sorry about that. This thing is not the best and staying magnetized. So let's start going up and down. Yep, that's looking all good. You can see basically, yep, we're just gonna now come back and then let's start the up soon. And then we'll be good. And now let's get into some drone basic shots of how, like, good imagery shots. We'll do around maybe 2 minutes of this, and then we'll call it quits to start with the DJI Neo. Okay, so how are you liking the channel? Hopefully you guys are liking the DJI. I know this video will come out before the DJI Mini 4K video comes out. You might be asking why. Just because I want to get this one out, because this one just sounds more intriguing. And the DJI Mini 4K video will still do well. Just probably will not come out until after, but it'll probably be a quick come out day. Like, this thing will come out day, but the next day it will come out, so it'll be pretty easy. And hopefully you guys are liking the channel. I'm gonna try to get back to some Roblox. I know I haven't been posting. I've only been posting add-on releases and kind of gone down. I have an idea for my challenges this week. I might be bringing back those and maybe some hint more stuff. It depends. Challenges might not be as daily as they used to be, or as cool as they used to be. They might not. They might be a bit lower than that. Sorry, there's a bird over there. I'm gonna scream. It's starting to become fall again, so now they're starting to nest back in the same place that they did last year that I want them gone. So we might have to remove that nest and maybe put some bird stuff. This is their only place to stay cold. But hopefully you guys are liking it. Share the videos to any of your other fellow friends. And then I might, if TKWST is on hold, it, like I said, it keeps getting delayed. We'll probably have to wait to finish till October, because no one's taking this serious. And I really do. Maybe this Sunday we can get in some filming time. I don't know yet. But we have to get done majority of the acts before time will run out. At this point, this movie might not even become true, and that's my issue, because I really want to. Well, the cast and crew members keep taking it for granted. Well, I think that's enough drone footage. Let's bring it back now. And yeah, now let's get into some DJI Mini 4K. Okay, now let's get started with some DJI Mini 4K. Just like DJI Mini Neo or DJI Neo, we're going to get started with the noise test and see how it sounds. Okay guys, so hopefully that noise cancellation was really good. Now let's get started to the actual flight. Oh my god. Yeah, the drone's just a bit bugged. But now let's actually, let's start around with now, going as far as we can. That looks to be pretty good. Now let's pull back, and then now start with our incline to the top. Looking pretty good from the top, but as I disclaimed, we are not doing it on a phone or an iOS, so that changes a bit different, but not that much. Now let's get some good drone footage of the drone flying around. Hopefully, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I've earned. I know this seems off topic, but because I haven't posted many Grow Garden Stealer Brainrot videos, I'll just tell you what I got, because there's not really much to talk about the DJI Mini 4K, because I already talked about in specs video and specs at the beginning. So Steal a Brainrot, I earned so at first, I had the black logo and my base was really bad. and I was at Rebirth. I only had like 10 steals or something of many. And then I also only was Rebirth 0. Now I'm Rebirth 10 with like 7 trill. Because I got Los No My Hospeditos, a very good hotspot, and multiple others. We did the Mateos. I did have a La Vaquita Saturninas, but my friend took it for me, and then his iPad died, and then he got admin panel, and I lost it. But we're right now at 2 Lavacas, so if we get one more, I can do the Lavaca method and get mutations on it, or traits, how they call it, tomorrow. And we also got a lot more stuff in Grow Garden. We traded for Mega GF that we now have Giant Bean, because I traded it for Swan, Space Squirrel, Red Panda, etc. All the new stuff. The update's going to come out tomorrow that you already know, full guide videos and admin abuses. I didn't post last week's admin abuse. I'm sorry about that. I forgot. I might be able to post it today also, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think that is really good drone footage. So now let's bring it back and now go to new places. Well now guys, let's get into some DJI Mini 4K footage.
Yeah, D, then buy. That's what's in that Callaway's really not came, tested it. Rape. Brand new line. Yeah, D, then buy. That's what's in that Callaway's really not came, tested it. Rape. Brand new line. Yeah, D, then buy. That's what's in that Callaway's really not came, tested it. Rape. Brand new line.
Okay, guys, let's get into some DJI Neo now. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below how I did, any other details you want me to do about these two products DJI have, or etc. plus more. I can try my do the best to answer all your questions, and like, share, subscribe, share the video to people who like drones and other whatnots on my channel. Subscribe if you really liked it, and if you really liked it, you can like if you want. But comment down below, I drone, if you made it to the end of the video. Bye.